All right. Thank you guys for joining us for another session of this OU Wellbeing Awareness Month Get to Know session. We have Get to Know OU Fit+Rec today. So many of our friends from the Fit+Rec department joining us to talk about all sorts of great programming and opportunities that they have there to help enhance our overall well-being. So really appreciate them being here. To start off, I guess we'll let them kind of introduce themselves, what they do at Fit+Rec. So if you want to get started with Amy, if you want to kind of jump off with that.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Amy Davenport. I'm the Director for Fitness and Recreation. And I am the one that I say has a tendency to fly the desk more than anybody else in the department. And that's because I oversee a lot of the budget and the planning and organization of kind of the nuts and bolts behind the scenes things. But we've got some of our awesome staff members here who are the ones you are going to see. They are really the movers and the shakers. And so I'm going to pass it over to LaQuee.
Hi, I'm LaQuee Raymond. I'm the wellness coordinator. I oversee our group fitness programs, F45, personal training, and also health education. So if you're interested in joining classes or signing up for personal training, I'm your person. And I'm going to kick it over to Darius.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Darius Freeman, Assistant Director for Sarkeys Fitness Center. I simply help support. I'm full support for our wellness coordinator, facility operations, and also membership and front desk operations. So my role is pretty simple. It's just to support my awesome coordinators.
Excellent. And Jonathan, how about you go next?
Hello to everybody and happy to be here today. I'm the intramural sports coordinator here at the University of Oklahoma and help to oversee that program and summer camps and other duties as assigned. And I'm going to kick it over to Josh, one of my GAs.
So as Jonathan just mentioned, my name is Josh. I'm an intramural sports graduate assistant. So I just help Jonathan, like he said, with all the things that he assigns to me, just keeping the intramural program running.
Excellent. Well, thank you all. Yes, intramurals can be a whole big beast of stuff to keep going and keep organized. So I'm sure you guys definitely have your hands full, as well as everybody here with us. So just kind of to get going, if someone wanted to start in at Fit+Rec membership, who is eligible to go and get a membership and enjoy your facilities over at Fit+Rec, and what facilities are available? Is it just the Sarkeys Fitness Center, or what all do you guys have? And who would like to answer that?
I don't know, Darius and I think we're trying to see who's going to click faster to unmute. So Darius, I don't know, do you want to take it or do you want me to take it? You're still muted. Wrong button. There we go.
Can you hear me now? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and kick it off and you fill in. So to answer your question, Ms. Lindsay, we are anyone who is a student here at the University of Oklahoma has access to our facility. Faculty, staff members, both at OU Norman campus, Health Science Center, and OU Tulsa actually have access to our facilities as well. OU alumni have access to our facilities.
Darius, you muted again.
I'm not sure why it keeps doing that, but so we do offer and cater to a large range of population. If you are specifically speaking a degree earned alumni, you have access to our facilities. There is some confusion at times when it comes to that language. So you have to actually not only have attended OU, but earn a degree from University of Oklahoma as well. And I'm sorry, what was your other questions, Ms. Lindsay?
And so if they wanted to get started, it sounds like faculty staff from all three of our OU campuses, and then our students there at the Norman campus, and alumni. degreed alumni. How about retirees? Retirees as well?
University retirees as well. And the great thing about them is it's no charge to them.
Awesome. What a great benefit. And so for all of all of those different populations, what does a membership get them at with OU Fit+Rec? They're at Sarkeys, the fitness center, or what other facilities are there? What does their membership get them?
Membership gives them access, obviously, to the Sarkeys Fitness Center, our 150,000 square foot facility, our Murray Case Cells Swim Complex, which is just south of us. And also they have unlimited access to our fit classes. We offer F45, an amazing program at a separate cost. They have access to our lockers as well and our locker rooms. So quite a bit. And also, with that being said, additional costs, and I can let Jonathan go more into this, but they have access to our intramurals. They can, I believe we have staff and faculty members that participate in intramurals as well. So it's not just exclusive to our student body. Here at Sarkeys, we offer not just the fit classes and 45 classes, but personal training as well. So we definitely support the university and the wellness components. And so that's something that we want to touch on for those who may not have experience working out on their own. They want to have a more individualized, prescribed workout program. That there is another option for them, which is personal training. Amy, is there anything that I'm missing on in particular?
I think I just have a quick question. I know when everybody kind of signed in that we were able to say if we're on the Norman campus, if we're on the Tulsa campus. So can you tell me where people are from for this event so that we can kind of tailor this a little bit more? I believe we have just faculty and staff today.
Yeah, if everyone wants to drop in the chat real quick, just kind of real quick, student, faculty, staff, and or what campus your home base is out of, whether it's Tulsa, HSC, or Norman. So far I know we have OKC staff, Norman campus staff, so an array. Yeah, and absolutely. I know sometimes we have HSC faculty staff that actually live in Norman, and so sometimes having you all as a resource to tap into can be very, very beneficial. And also, I know we talked about intramurals just a second ago. And oh, see, even another unique spot that we're getting into, HSC staff that are located on the Norman campus. So yeah, we have vice versa too. We have Norman campus employees that are located on the HSC campus.
And
so
I'd like to kind of speak to that a little bit, because this is very helpful, I think, because students, Norman campus students, have access, if they're paying student fees, to get into the facility. They take their phone, they can swipe in that way, or their student ID. Health Sciences Center, and we have occasionally OU Tulsa students who want to join too. They can purchase a membership, and the difference is that the student fees that support our facility at the Health Sciences Center and at OU Tulsa, they actually go to their facilities on their campuses. And so that kind of makes up for not paying the student fees that are on the Norman campus. For everybody, for all faculty and staff, regardless of what campus that you're on, the base price is $19 per month. And that is the only difference on how we do the payment for that, is that if you are OU Norman, we have access to payroll deduction, whereas the other two campuses do not have that access. But there is now a handy way that people can still pay for a membership on a monthly basis by credit card. And so that issue has been minimized by doing that as an option. And so you don't just have to be on any of the campuses. And that is an interesting combination. Your staff, but you're an HSC employee and you're on the Norman campus. And I'm sure there's somebody from OU Tulsa that lives in Norman as well. And so that we can work all of those memberships out. And what it gets to you, just to make it clear too, with the F45, a lot of people will join us for F45. It is an additional cost for everybody. F45 is called, it's functional fitness. That's the F part, for 45 minutes. Makes sense, right? Now it does, at least. It was started by a couple of rugby players that after college were like, well, now what? It's one of the biggest worldwide franchises for fitness. It is very well sought out. We charge $99 for the semester right now. If you go to one of the other studios here in Oklahoma, there are only a couple, or if you go to the Dallas area, you're going to be spending at least $150 to $160 per month for that membership. And so that is a really big thing. However, in the faculty staff membership, sorry, my lights turn off if I don't move enough. You get the fit classes, which are fantastic. And that's where LaQuia is one of our instructors teaching several different classes. I teach a lot of the water fitness classes. That's also included in your membership. If you want to meet us at the OU pool or the Murray K. Sells Swim Complex, which is a total mouthful, that's all included too. So okay, I think I got it. And I know, Lindsay, you were heading toward intramurals. And so I just wanted to segue in that membership cost about what that meant. Oh, Darius has something else.
Yeah, I just don't want to forget one of the populations of staff and faculty that actually is eligible for memberships, and that's our university affiliates. I don't believe I mentioned that earlier. So specifically on our South Research campus, the National Weather Service and those affiliates that are located right there in that area, they also qualify for our staff and faculty memberships as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for adding all of that great information. Great points to make that sometimes we forget about the little nuances and stuff. So great points to make there. Yes, we were talking about intramurals real quick. So I have a question that's popped in the chat. I'll come right back to it. But real quick with intramurals, Jonathan, so usually we think intramurals for students, but that's not necessarily the case. That's not the only population that you serve at OU. Is that right?
Yeah, we serve the entire population that Darius and Amy were both talking about as well. We actually have faculty staff divisions. So if you think of our approximately 30 sports, almost all of them have their own faculty staff division where you're simply playing against other faculty and staff members, whether they're on campus in Norman or Health Science Center, or if anybody wanted to come drive down from Tulsa at that point in time. So we certainly accommodate everybody and try to get everybody playing against each other, and maybe just a little bit of an outlet for participating in a sport that they used to participate in when they were a little bit younger and a little bit more athletic, but just trying to get us all out there, having a good time, working with our peers, playing against our peers across the university there.
Excellent. And do you have to have a membership at Sarkeys to play intramurals?
So it's an interesting, you ask about that, because we've been kind of behind the scenes working on this right now, actually. So if you're playing our outdoor sports like sand volleyball or flag football or softball, anything like that, you do not have to have a membership to do anything like that, but you must gain legal entry into the Sarkeys Fitness Center to be able to participate. Think of us really no differently than fitness classes at that point in time, because somebody that wants to take a fitness class has to have a membership to be able to take a fitness class. So if you want to come in and play basketball or volleyball inside, then you've got to have swipe access to be able to get down to the courts at that point in time. So yes, you must have a membership, and it's again, we're kind of trying to align ourselves with fitness there as well.
Absolutely. And the cost, is there a cost associated with it?
So everything faculty staff wise is free, except for our golf events and except for foot golf, just because of kind of the extreme expense with those, and we're paying an outside source for those two sports. Everything else, if you sign up within the or if you register within the faculty staff division, which you should, then you'll be playing for free and you won't need to pay any fees or anything like that.
Fantastic. And what if you're someone that, I want to play, but I don't have a team, and maybe it's a team sport? Can you guys help with that?
Yes, certainly get that question asked quite a bit. And at that point, you want to sign up as a free agent. And once the registration deadline's passed, I take a look at the teams that have been created. I reach out to them. I'm like, hey, do you want free agents? It actually toggles a message to us, and I can see that. But I'm like, all right, do you really want free agents? If I've only got 2 or 3 people and it's a team of 5, then I'll try to place them on a team. If I've got 10 free agents and it's a team of 5, then I just create a team of free agents at that point in time. It kind of just depends on where our numbers are and where the people need to flow at that point.
Awesome. Wonderful. And LaQuinn and Darius kind of hit on some fitness classes, but then you also touched on personal training. So is that an added expense? How would someone get started with personal training, or who should they contact in looking into those services?
If someone is interested in personal training, I am the person to contact. The sessions are $30 per session. They can purchase sessions in advance and then just have them deducted as they come in, or they can pay per session. The process for that, there's a form that they need to fill out, the new client form. I use that information to assign a trainer. Once a trainer is assigned, then there's another initial consultation form that they'll need to fill out that has their health history and other things that will help the trainer cater to whatever their needs are, including what their goals are for the personal training. We do have different types of personal trainers, male and female. A lot of times it's based on what time they're available and how that matches with the client's request. But yes, that is an option for our members.
Awesome. And if someone's not familiar with using a personal trainer, what can they expect when utilizing that sort of service? Is it someone who, like, what kind of credentials? Do they have to have credentials, knowledge base, that sort of thing, in working with a personal trainer?
Yes, our personal trainers are certified through a nationally recognized organization. Typically they have good experience working with different types of clients. Some of them may have more specialty, working like with an older population, or those that want to specifically, work on building muscles. So, we try to cater the client to the trainer as much as we can. But again, a lot of times it depends on availability and how that matches up.
Awesome. So if you're someone who doesn't really enjoy sweating, working out, like your usual, like go lift big weights and all of that sort of thing, is there something there for you out of Fit and Rec? Like what would you guys recommend, suggest for someone like that who is really just like, what, this whole gym fitness stuff is not for me? Amy.
I got this one. Okay, so there are some options, even if you don't want to join Fit+Rec, which I totally understand. We all have different schedules. We all have different wants. I mean, and we hear the complaint all the time. I don't want to join there because students will see me, or I'm not as fit as I want to be able to go to a gym. I hear that all the time. The thing is, nobody cares. Go ahead and get in there if that's what you're wanting to do, because we all started someplace. But there are awesome options on all of our campuses to do for fitness that it's not gym related. I mean, we've got great sidewalks. If you're on the OU Norman campus, for example, this campus was built in half-mile increments. So from certain streets to certain streets, it's a half mile, and the same thing. So we've got great mileage with great sidewalks around, not to mention gorgeous campuses. There's also some free classes. So for example, there's gentle yoga that I teach on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. It is at the Murray K-Cell Swim Complex. It is at the pool, not in the pool. So please don't wear your swimsuits. We've had folks do that before. So it is a gentle yoga class. We take all different levels of people. I will warn you that if you come to that class, it is a chatty class, because they have gotten to know each other for about the past 9 years, but they welcome everybody, and you will meet people from a range across our campus, primarily faculty and staff, but we do have a few students that come. We also have free yoga at the museum, Sam Noble Museum. And LaQuinn, you might want to touch base about that one.
That one is Mondays at 8:30. It's a 55-minute long class. It's held in the big atrium that has the woolly mammoth, or whatever the alternate name is for it. I can't remember. But it's a really cool space to have a yoga class. Most of the folks that attend are, they bring their own equipment, but we do have mats and blocks that they can use. And again, it's, various members of the OU community that attend. So there may be some students, faculty, staff, retirees, pretty diverse group. And like I said, it's a really cool space to enjoy a yoga class.
Awesome. Wonderful. And I know, we've touched a lot of different various fitness resources to enhance our well-being, but also there's also some life-saving skills, right? You can take some CPR classes there at Fit and Rec.
Absolutely. And the beauty of it is that with support of Live Well, if you are a faculty staff member, the stipend that has been given is $55, covering, depending on what class in particular you get, typically $75 to about $87. So if you have that $55, that's only, roughly $25 you coming out of pocket, and we will host it right here in our facility. We have everyone that is a faculty staff member is certified, and most of us are certified to teach. So you will be seeing familiar faces, and that's the beauty of it. And so there's that familiarity there.
Awesome.
We have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Amy.
I would say we have a question about the Women on Weights class and if it's being offered this semester. That is a class that LaQuee has organized in the past. And so I'll let her talk a little bit about that and what her vision is.
We do have one session that will be coming up. I'll have to double check the date. I believe it's on the 26th, but don't quote me on that. But we have a trainer that will be facilitating that. It will be more of an information session. We won't have the 6-week session this time around, but Ivy will do an information session, which kind of goes over a lot of general things, for women to get started with working with weights, kind of dispelling myths about women and lifting weights. And I'll be able to get that information to Lindsay so she can put it out on Live Well. And it's like an hour and 30 minutes, I believe.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. I think it was last year I got to attend that with Ivy virtually. And so a lot of great information that she covers, especially if you're someone who's a little intimidating about working with weight strength training, and you don't want to get bulky. And so she covers a lot of that great information, and it's a great atmosphere. So it's wonderful. Encourage you guys to check it out. So we're winding down our time. And so I kind of wanted to give an opportunity, kind of toss it around a little bit. What any of you think is maybe the best kept secrets, I suppose, of Fit and Rec, any of the facilities, any of the programming, kind of the best kept secret that maybe people don't know about, or are real hits with students, faculty, staff, anybody?
I'll answer this one. I'll at least answer part of it. I don't know. Everybody might have their own opinion on this too. I think it's the people. And it's the people that are here on this Zoom with you. It's the Jonathan Dewhurst of the world who put out probably more notifications to people on IM Leagues than ever. So you're going to see his name if you sign up for stuff, but he cares. It's the LaQuee Raymonds of the world that care. If you start as a regular in one of LaQuee's classes, for example, and then you're not there and she sees you next, she's going to be like, where were you? Is everything okay? Because they care. It's Darius getting to know you in the hallway, and Josh going, hey, are you going to play intramurals? And it's the same, like I mentioned with our yoga class on Tuesday, Thursdays at 7 a.m. We care, and everybody in that class cares. And so that's the other aspect of it. You've got all these staff here that really care about you, but also when you start to connect with other people on campus, it makes our campuses feel so much smaller. We have these gigantic campuses, but we're getting to know people across campus that I wouldn't get to know otherwise. The yoga class, for example, I have somebody that helps to oversee and do all the greenhouses in that class. I have somebody else who is on the research campus and helps with grants and contracts. There's somebody who is a retiree from the art museum. There are all of these resources across campus, and they all care. And I think that is one of the hidden gems that you don't think about when you go to work out. It's so much more than that. It's about community. I'll quit talking now. It's my soapbox.
Absolutely. And Josh, I'm not going to let you get out of here without, saying anything. So Josh, just to put you on the spot a little bit real quick as we kind of finish out. So you're a GA. How would you how would you say that working there with Fit+Rec and also utilizing it, how it helps your overall well-being there at OU?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I have a unique perspective because this is my first time being on campus. Like I've only been here for about a month. So I think I have a unique perspective about coming in, seeing that community that Amy was talking about, using all of our facilities, getting a tour of everything, like the swim complex and Sarkeys Fitness Center, and just being able to be a part of that community. Of course, I'm going to be playing some intramurals if I can, just being a part of everything that I can. And it all just comes back to what Amy said. I know I'm trying to kind of piggybacking off of that a little bit, but it really is something important because we all care. If I see you playing intramurals, I'm going to talk to you. And of course, I'm going to make sure that my staff know who you are and make sure that we're all a part of something. So it's really just that community and being a part of something.
Excellent. Thank you so much. So I know we are coming to time. So again, I think those were some great points to make to kind of round it all out, how really it's more than just working out and, how you look in the mirror and everything when it comes to going to a fitness center and utilizing those resources and that programming. It really goes so much deeper in that connecting, that community, that social part of it, and really how that connecting with others can enhance our overall well-being in this aspect. So thank you guys so much. I will make sure and send that follow-up email. Fit+Rec staff, thank you guys for your time, for joining us and this great information. I know we kind of just scratched the surface and we could keep talking probably for at least another 30 minutes. So really appreciate you guys and everyone joining us today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.